Hi, my jazz friends around the world. My name is Sandra Sherman, and I simplify jazz for you. I've arranged Miles Davis's beautiful blue and green jazz standard in two versions. What you just heard was the advanced version, but I've also made an easy beginner-friendly version, which is the second part of this video, and you can skip right to it with the timestamps I've created. We're in the key of D minor, and we have a very odd song form. We have basically just one section of 10 bars that's being repeated, and then you add another 3 bars for the ending. So that's a total of 23 bars. All right, we start on B flat Lydian. That's a very high chord here. We need that E on top, the sharp 11. That's a great chord. If that's too high for you because your neck and body joint is here, then you want to play this chord. That's also B flat major, sharp 11 chord. But this one's more, that's just better. So if you have access to the high frets, use this one. And then, this is the melody note. It lasts for 3 quarters. So we need to fill a lot of space in this song because it's always 3 quarters, then a quarter note of the next melody tone. So how do we fill 3 quarters? I just pick through those strings. Make sure to let the high E string ring because that's your melody note. So you go below and somehow fill it with picking. And I do this tremolo-like thing. So D, G, B strings very fast, then A, D, G strings very fast. And I interchange that. And then the last one, I play the D note again, louder. All that filling is quieter. That's very important. That's louder. Now I go down to that A altered chord here with the open A string. And this time I fill the gap to the next melody note, which is on beat 4 again. So we have 3 quarters again with a run. The next melody note is here on the B flat. I want to go there. And I'm down here. I start here and I play the A half whole tone scale. Half whole tone. Here's A and here's the first half tone. But I start on the G. So you can easily memorize that. If you have this chord here, you start here. And it's symmetrical. But I don't go up here, I just go up until the A. And then I add the chord that belongs to that scale, basically, and I have a video for that halftone, whole tone, or whole tone, halftone, depending on how you view it. That's the A13 flat 9 chord here. Right? And that resolves to D minor, because now we have the A on top. So I take a D minor, play a D minor 11 chord here. Right? And then I play some quartal voicings. I go to the inner 4 strings and go up the D Dorian scale with just quartal voicings. Also, I have a video on that, like anything, all my concepts. I have tons of video on that. Check it out. And that takes me now to the D flat 7 flat 5 chord. And that's actually, it's a tritone substitution for a G7 chord that resolves to the C minor, right? So we basically have D minor to G, that's a 2-5. D minor, going to G7 but using its tritone sub. We need that G on top. And the other option would have been that G7, which is really boring. So we take that one. And then we go, next melody tone is F, and we need a C minor. That gives us a C minor 11. Then F7 chord. Basically, the D is the melody tone, so I play a F13 flat 9. That's like that A13 flat 9, but a different voicing here. Okay, what is this? Here is an F7. You know that one. Then the flat 9 here, you know that one too, I'm pretty sure. Then we need the 13 on top, we let go of the root. That's how we always play the upper chords. So we let go of the root, so we have, it's easier to fret, right? right? And then I need to fill space again, and I played in, it's an F altered that resolves to B flat. So I play down the F altered scale somehow with some additional notes. For example, the B flat is not in that scale, but it sounds good. And resolution, that's the 5th of B flat, coming in the next phrase. All right, here's the entire phrase number 1, one for you at slow tempo. Check out my 35 beginner chord melody jazz standards if you want to add some real popular standards to your repertoire. You get the PDF tabs and the Guitar Pro tabs, including standard music notation, and of course you get all the detailed video tutorials. There is a link down below this video in the description box that leads you to the 35 jazz standards. And the bundle price is a real bargain, so grab yours now. Now we resolve this to a B flat major 7 sharp 11 chord, this time down here. This is the melody note. We don't play it right away. We play the chord arpeggiated first. That was the resolution note, remember? Then I shape the rest of the chord with this on top, and you can play it right away or even arpeggiate this chord too. Then we have the real melody. That's a D minor major chord, leading us to A altered. We had this before. This time just I arpeggiate through, otherwise it gets too much if we have too many runs. Beat 4 again, we have melody that A, so we need the A 7 sharp 5 with the A on top. Resolves to D minor 11, D minor major 11. I made it a minor major chord. It sounds so spacey. I don't know. I just love it. And now to fill the gap, I make a little run in melodic minor, D melodic minor. That takes me exactly to one of the chord tones of the upcoming chord, which is E7 altered kind of. And this is an E7 flat 9 chord here, without the E because I played in the bass. And the melody is the flat 13, the C, right? So what I do is I play that melodic minor scale and lead into the chord tone. It doesn't always have to be lead to the melody tone. A run does not always have to go to the melody tone of the next chord. We can go to any tone of the next chord. I chose the G sharp here, and then I arpeggiate through the chord. That's the 1 and 2 and 3, and then it's free time, so you don't have to play exactly a 4/4 meter. You know, I don't have a backing track on this one, just on the easy version. So this one is just free, rubato that's called, and I play the E, actually the A harmonic minor scale over that E chord now. A run in the A harmonic minor scale. It's quite long. That's the last melody note. So I took a little freedom here, a little liberty. 4, you know, virtual 4. We've already been over 4 because it's too long. And then I go to A minor 9. And then I arpeggiate over that. And then I play a little melody again. I play around here. The actual melody note is just that last one. Going to D minor 7, really high. We need that F on top. If that's too high, just pick the highest note, or even better, usually even if you have the the connection to the body way in front, then you can still play, parts of that chord. That's usually frettable, doable. You know, so I play this and this, or you play this and that, if you can't, if you don't have access. If you have, you play the whole D minor chord. Then you arpeggio through it, and then I add a little D minor run. Actually, that's F major arpeggio. That fits over D minor. They're related. Last tone is C sharp. And then the whole thing begins again. Okay, so here is phrase number 2 for you at slow tempo. Okay. Please repeat the first 10 bars now. That's actually the entire phrases 1 and 2. And now just add the last 3 bars. And actually it's 4 bars in the advanced arrangement because I added a little run at the end. So coming from this, you now also go to the B flat major 7 sharp 11 chord. Do that thing again. But this time we go to this A7, sharp 9, then a little altered run, that's the melody up here, and the ending chord is D minor with the 5th on top, with A on top. I play a D minor major 7, sounds cooler for the ending chord, right? And I add a little line here in D melodic minor. So I go down this, try it here. Then I let this ring and shape a D minor add 9 chord. I don't play this anymore, it's still ringing. And that was it. And here's the last 4 bars actually at slow tempo. Please help to keep the free video tutorials running, and you can do so by clicking the thanks button and donate a little something. Thank you. Now let's strip down the arrangement to the bare minimum. We have the backing track, you know, that keeps everything together, glues it together. And we start with that B flat major 7 sharp 11, the Lydian chord up here. high for you. We need the E on top. Play this B flat major 7 chord down here on the 8th fret with the 10 on top. That's a B flat major 7, sharp 11 chord as well. But it's written in the notes like this. You have to tap to download from the description box, and I've notated it like this. All right, then the D, you count to 4. 1, 2, 3. On 4, you play the D note. Then we go to the A7 sharp 9 chord, and then to the flat 9 chord by barring. And you can either play the whole chord again, or just the melody is a little, you hear the melody better if you play just the melody at the end of the bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's that B flat here. Leading us to D minor 7. 1, 2, 3. And the 5 chord, D minor is the 2 chord, and the 5 chord is G7. And that's a tritone substitute, just like in the advanced version. D flat 7, flat 5. You can use your fingers if you want to instead of your thumb. I prefer the thumb. And this creates a bass line now to go down to the C minor chord. C minor 11 actually, because we need the F in the melody. 1, and on 2 we have the D. That's a big jump. 1, 2. So we have 1, 2 to the F chord. That's a 2, 5 again. So we have 2, 5, 2, and the 5 chord here, F13 flat 9. Right? Here's your F root. We don't have one in the chord. F13 flat 9. Let it ring. 2, 3, 4. And then we go to this B flat major 7 sharp 11, a different one. So now you know several ones. Again, you can play that with your middle finger. I prefer this. And then we have the real melody. Taking us to A7 altered. Here's your root A. That's an A7 sharp 5. Let go of the A, we don't need that. We have the sharp 9 up here. That's how we make upper chords. We let go of the root to get some more tensions here. A7 sharp 5, sharp 9 chord. 1, 2, 3, and on 4 we need the A on top. So let's get rid of this one and play the A on top. And now we only have an A7 sharp 5 chord. A7 sharp 9, A7 sharp 5. Sharp 9, sharp 5, sorry, and only sharp 5. And then we go to D minor 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, play that F. And then E7 altered. E7 flat 9 would be this, but we need the C on top. You can play the whole thing either, or just let go of the E. That's easier to fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the advanced section, I went up here. Now I go down here. It's easier to fret. And that gets me to A minor 9. A minor, yeah, 9. Play with the A in bass, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. You play the A on top. 2, 3, 4. Then I jump up here, D minor 7. Again, if you can't play that, just play these two guys, the A and the F. That should be reachable even if your neck joint is here. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Bridge down to C sharp. And then you go to the beginning again and you repeat everything. And after you've repeated the 10 bars, you now go to the last 3 chords. And that's the B flat major 7 sharp 11 again, this one, or if you prefer this one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, A7 sharp 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the ending chord is D minor 7. Check out my chord melody playlist up here on my YouTube channel if you're into that style, with hundreds of YouTube tutorials for you. Also check out my lesson shop GuitarVersum.com, where you find all the lesson material for all these tutorials. Please give this video a fat thumbs up so it gets seen by others. You know, the YouTube algorithm, it's really important for me as a creator. Share the love and the knowledge, subscribe my channel, and I hope to see you next week. Servus, Baba.